the shit and don't need no laxative. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live.
Welcome and thank you for being part of our exclusive 2K sports coverage of the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Every finals game considered critical, but a game like this one, Game 5, playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, they suffered a disappointing home loss in Game 4. Now they look to win it back here on the road, and we'll see if they can turn it around. And Kenny, a monster elimination game tonight. If you're the underdog and fighting for your playoff lives, what do you do to turn the tide in this series?
Oh, you got to play like there's no tomorrow, Ernie. Every 50-50 ball, those are those balls that are just rolling down the court. You got to get those. Every second chance opportunity will win. So, those small battles win the big war.
It takes only one big win to get that momentum back on your side. That happened for me and D-Wade back in 06 when we were down against Dirk. And the Mavericks 0-2 came back and won.
And that is it for us.
Will it end tonight? That's the question as one team battles to shut the door on the season. Another hopes to stave off defeat. The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see Los Angeles and Athens. You look at Athens, they want to end it tonight, up 3-1. They're looking to hoist the trophy in front of their hometown crowd.
And they put themselves in an excellent position to finish the series and the season right here. On their home court, this is a golden opportunity.
Yeah, I expect them to be raising the trophy 4 quarters from now because they've really controlled this series so far. They won't get it without a fight, but I think they will get it.
And the Clippers starting 5. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. Clippers with the ball. Athens getting their last shot to go. Paul goes in. The kick out to Pierce. No good with the triple.
Even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's the Magician. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. The Magician's got his second bucket of the game to go. Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Kicks it out to Crawford. No good on the 3. For Athens, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Over to the wing. Here's the captain. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Top of the key, Griffin. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Crawford, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Athens leading by. Drops in the layup for 2. The Magicians got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Pierce. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The captain passes to the chosen one. Shot from 12. Again, Athens.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Crawford. And Athens decides to take their first time out here. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. I asked him if he would change anything with their backs against the wall, and he told me that they'll make a few adjustments, but not to expect any sweeping changes, saying essentially, we aren't going to climb back down 3-1 by changing our stripes. We just have to get a little tougher, a little smarter out on the floor. No major switches for this team, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. That's good.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Athens leading by 3. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Flash. Here's the kid. Josh Smith pulls it in.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. The Clippers shooting their first free throw tonight. For Athens, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Passes it to Flash. Shot from the wing. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
And it's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Paul outside. Dishes to Stevenson. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Clippers have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. The feed now to Reddick. There's the 3. No luck.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
Ladies and gentlemen, game speed.
You talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Athens. The magician out there with the general. Then there's the captain. Then there's the doctor. And it's the professor in at the 2 spot. Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for Paul.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Is it legal to have hops like that? I mean, how is that even possible?
Only one way to describe that, baby. Up high and down hard.
Elevation, imagination. He's got the premium package, fellas.
Crawford kicks to Jordan. Here's Griffin, and that one is hammered home.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that heart that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked.
We'll be there for him.
Reddick dishes to Griffin. Griffin sets the screen for Reddick. It's tipped. Here's the Magician, defended by Griffin. Reddick with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That's good. Pierce has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The chosen one is checked in for the captain. For Athens, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The chosen one passes to the general. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And Athens with some changes. Boss comes in for the Magician, and the Great subbed in for the Doctor. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Pierce with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Athens.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Crawford with the steal. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Griffin. Los Angeles with another miss. Athens trails by 3. Pass to the general. Here's the chosen one. Pass to Boss. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the dunk by Jordan.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Boss, again, Athens.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Pierce. And Paul's subbed in for Jamal Crawford. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. And the whistle blows, it's going to be on the general. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Catching up on changes for Athens. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Boss. The Kid comes in for the general, and Flash is subbed in for the Great. Here's Mr. Perfect, and that one is hammered home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Reddick for 3, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's the chosen one. Again, Athens. Al Paul. He has 5. Kicks it to Aldridge. All alone. Cannot hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the first half comes to a close.
Thank you, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And the NBA Finals action continues here on 2K Sports. Well, for the Clippers, they're already down 3-1 in the series and locked into a brutal battle this evening. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again.
Really an extraordinary game for the general. He's got 10 points and also a block shot. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
So for the Clippers right now, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. Crawford kicks to Paul. Puts it up from 12. Griffin's shot is off. Athens trails by 6. To the paint. Here's the captain. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Outside Griffin. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. Crawford's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's the chosen one. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. The chosen one's got his 3rd bucket of the night. To the paint. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
For Athens, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the inside. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from the Magician.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Outside Griffin. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Crawford, no luck.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Once again, Team Dancers.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Jordan. Back to Paul. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And it's 7 points for Chris Paul.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Athens. The professor comes in for the chosen one. The Clippers also changing it up. Smith checked in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
To the paint. Here's the Magician. Foul call that time in the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some excellent numbers in this one for the Magician. 10 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
Flash is checked in for Athens. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Blake Griffin.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match. Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Flash from deep. But they recover it. Mr. Perfect, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Paul dishes to Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter. We've got 1:08 left in the third. The pass to Mr. Perfect. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Athens.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Paul kicks to Smith. Screen by Smith. Feeds it to Redick from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. The Magician's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's the Professor. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Clippers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And the wide open shot from Redick hits the front of the rim and out. Athens has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Athens shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. The kid, he's checked in for the Magician. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for the Clippers. That one drops. He ties it up.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Paul outside. Kicks it to Smith. Back to Paul. Redick inside the line. It's hauled in by Athens. Mr. Perfect's got his third rebound tonight for the lead. No good on the buzzer beater.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Athens shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. They've got the general, the chosen one out there with the doctor. Then it's Mr. Perfect, and it's the kid, and at the small forward. To the inside, got a piece of it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Passes it to the doctor. Here's the kid, defended by Paul. Athens moving the ball around, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 1 on the bucket from the chosen one. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Got a hand on it. They retain possession.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Jordan. He has 8 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
And Athens with some changes. The Magician, he's checked in for Mr. Perfect. And the captain subbed in for the kid.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks. And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
The doctor, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on Paul Pierce. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take shot.
Working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The general passes to the magician, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Throws it up high. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Looky here. How about that for that play? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. Put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless.
Outside, Griffin from 13. Good, and Paul gets the assist. That's 12 points for Blake Griffin.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that. And because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Gotta like what the magician has done in this game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. The dish to Paul. He feeds it to Griffin. It's hauled in by Athens.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They've got to keep it up.
Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. He dishes it to Griffin. Redick is in the corner. A three. Griffin throws it down with the quick back jam.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Has some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, and guys, not wasting any time, just straight back up with it.
And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Wide open. And right on target. Good. Now just a 1-point Athens lead. For Athens, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. Dishes to Griffin. Yes!
Seeing that red-hot version of Blake Griffin.
For Athens, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Pass to the captain. Here's the doctor. 13 feet away. No luck.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
deflects the pass. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the general.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
And the wide-open shot from Paul that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And, guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Now the feed to Jordan. This one for 3. And they've done it, the new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.